What is up, everybody? Blue Moon Mining here, and I am back with a question for everyone out there. Who is still here? We are at the lowest of low for Bitcoin mining, as usual, as it comes to a bear market, to say the least. We have a lot of red, and we're not seeing a lot of price appreciation uh, during the past few months. And of course, as usual, this happens, every few years. But there's also been just a lot of things going on in crypto by itself as it is, whether it's the decline of profitability for ASIC miners as electric prices continue to rise and soar. Same thing with GPUs. We all knew GPUs have not been doing good lately, other than Pearl mining, which has been kind of keeping some larger GPUs afloat. I mean, if you got 5090s and stuff, obviously a couple dollars a day, almost $3 a day, is a pretty decent return. But there's a lot of other factors that are coming into play, whether it's splitting the community amongst things such as this BIP 110, which I wasn't really aware of until around the time it was happening, and I just kind of don't care. Sorry about that. I was in the distraction. But yeah, so I didn't know much about this BIP 110 thing, which is kind of just like, I don't know, I believe they're trying to fork or kind of change things with Bitcoin for oh, there it is. Temporary soft fork that limits data field sizes to reduce blockchain bloat and refocus development on monetary use cases. So that was the whole thing with that. It kind of split the community, and a lot of things seem to be splitting the community these days. But then another thing just recently happened when it gets to Ravencoin. Just recently, Ravencoin had to split the network because yeah, there's an exploit, and it was allowing vulnerable nodes to accept invalid blocks, and no, that's not good in a blockchain. And then on top of that, knowing Ravencoin, they tried communicating with the block, or they tried communicating with two miners about doing, I believe they did like a fork or something to try and fix this issue, and two miners declined to do that, saying that they're not going to, which also caused issues, especially with a sharp decline in the price of Ravencoin, which was already in a pretty steep decline as it has been for the last few years. But just all these things happening kind of makes you lose trust in the blockchain and that network as it is. Same thing happened to Ethereum Classic, or what used to be the original Ethereum. That 51% attack happened, and all hell broke loose. And that tends to happen when coins get, bad things happening. A lot of people kind of fall off on trusting that coin, because they're kind of wary on if it's going to happen again, which is why Ethereum kind of split into a different blockchain, or they split into a different coin, the Ethereum we know today. I'm not going to say that we love the Ethereum we have today, considering they abandoned us for proof of stake. And it's not like it really did them a whole lot of good this year, because they didn't even see new all-time high, I don't believe. They definitely didn't get the amounts that they thought they were going to get with this bull run, which kind of, in my opinion, is well-deserved, because you take the miners away from the coin, you kind of just take a lot of infrastructure and a lot of users away from the coin. But yeah, so there's just been a whole lot of drama within the space. There's been a whole lot of stuff happening with coins, and profitability's down. A lot of these things tend to happen when it comes to, bear markets, to say, because the way you look at it, this is a bear market. I don't care what anyone says. When you have Bitcoin going from $124,000 to $64,000, that's quite a significant drop, and there hasn't been any kind of uptick since then. So this is about as far as you can get with a bear market, and I have a feeling that it's just going to continue to go down and get worse, as it tends to do. But of course, as every crypto cycle goes, it's got to get worse before it gets better. Now, I've been doing this for getting close to 5 years now, and I'm just kind of used to it. I started when the first bear market was starting. I made it through my first bull run, albeit I didn't really have a lot of infrastructure myself to benefit from that bull market, and I hope to kind of learn from my mistakes in that last bull market and just prepare myself for the next one during this bear market, whether that be stack some more hardware and stuff like that, get a nice bag of some coins, just kind of, finagle around and figure out what I can do to prepare myself better for the next bull run. Because I admittedly did not make a lot of smart decisions when I got into crypto. Even when I've stayed in crypto mining, it hasn't really been a whole lot of benefit in my in my adventures, I should say. But I plan on, making some smarter moves and jumping on some good investments. Like I was thinking about investing on a very efficient Bitcoin miner, specifically a Hydro unit, because buddy from neighboring state running CoreX hosting has Hydro available, and I was communicating with him. I haven't communicated with him since I brought up that I want to get a Hydro or host a unit down there, but I plan on messaging him here in the short term once I achieve the funds to get a Hydro unit. They are quite hefty in the price, as you can see, $9,000, and that's pretty expensive. And then they can get as high as, $12,000, and depends on the model you get. I was planning on getting probably WhatsMiner, because they're pretty decent. Either that or BitDeer also has a Hydro, and it does pretty good, but they're expensive. So just one thing to take into account. Personally, for GPU side of things, I haven't really been too intrigued in jumping onto crypto mining at all when it comes to GPUs, because I only have a 3060 Ti, and as you can see, it's not really worth it. It's kind of breaking even. And this, I don't even think this is my electric grade. If I were to jump my electric grade on there, that's not what I wanted. Pretty decent prices. Oh man, I used to have so many of these XC cards from EVGA. I want to get a couple more. I've loved these things. These things are awesome. Anyways, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to go here, not go to their Amazon link. And I want to know, what does it have for... I have to click on coin. No. Can I change my electric rate in any way? I have not used hashrate.no in a while, and I am not having fun. I don't want to figure it out. I pay 16 cents a kilowatt hour, almost 17. And it's definitely not profitable at all. So they used to have something you could change the electric rate with. I don't know what they did with it. I cannot tell you. Unless I'm blind. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, so just in general, things have not been going good, crypto-wise. We haven't really seen a whole lot of movement. As usual, all the big players are hitting their blocks and staying profitable, because a lot of these bigger pools like Foundry and stuff have such extremely low electric rates. So a lot of BS with that. But so yeah, that's kind of just the state of crypto. I'm just kind of curious on who's still around during this wretched time to be in crypto mining, as it usually is with a bear market. But for solo miners, they're probably sitting there like, oh, the difficulty's dropping. But with competition like this, it's a little tough. So just looking at this list of the amount of hash rate they have is pretty minuscule when you think about our ASIC miners. They're nothing. Even a couple petahash is nothing in a network of almost 1 zettahash. And hash rate power, and a difficulty of 127 trillion, probably going to dip down to 126 or 25 trillion. Doesn't really make a difference. So yeah, other than that though, I am going to get going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear what's all going on with everyone else in their life right now. Are you still crypto mining? Are you just holding off until the bull run again? Are you selling your equipment? Are you buying coins while they're cheap? Just let me know what you're doing. I'd love to hear it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.